Alright, so this time I actually read some Power Glove manuals, as you can see on the intro preview screen. Oh, look at all those thumbs up, that's nice. But yeah, I read some Power Glove manuals to prepare for this stream, and it turns out, last time I had the B button set to turbo, which meant I couldn't just sit there and inhale stuff. And I figured out the magic button you need. You know what that button is? That button is 7. We were on level 3. Son of a wind. I didn't know it did that. Alright, we're getting back into the game with Butter Building. As you can see by the rapidly moving Kirby, we are back in the game with the Power Glove. Last time, doors posed a threat, but watch this. Watch how far we've come since then. Oh, how far we've come. You know what, we're not gonna try and get fancy with power-ups. I thought this was gonna be a new Leaf kind of thing, like, oh, let's actually try and get some power-ups. We're gonna play the game like it's a game. But no. That's not what we're here to do, is it? I might need to censor this again. Yeah, I think I mentioned that last stream, that the Power Glove is really finicky with centering. That's another thing I found out in that manual, is that it turns out you're supposed to be like 10 feet away from the TV when you use the Power Glove. And, it's not really 10 feet. Oh yeah, health. I have to worry about health in this. Usually when you play Kirby, you don't worry about those kinds of things like health and difficulty, but we gotta change our priorities for this stream. Come on, Kirby. I'm mouthing you so hard right now, I just want to power up. Oh, so how does the Power Glove work? I guess I should go over that. So, the Power Glove is... it has these little sensors on the top. And these sensors, they kind of work like a really bad Wii remote. Depending on where I'm pointing at the screen, Kirby moves in that direction. And not really accurately, but he moves kind of where you point. It doesn't work. It was made in like 1989. It's really bad technology. But the way you get it to sell is you see schmucks like me playing a game with it, and you're like, that seems kind of cool. Maybe it'd be fun to try the Power Glove out. But no, that's how they get it. That's how they get you. That's how they multiply their pyramid scheme. You know, I was actually doing research, and the Power Glove was made by Mattel. And I watched the Barbie movie recently, and I said, oh, that's also made by Mattel. Do you think we'll get a Power Glove silly movie? The Power Gloves are the ones in power and oppress the Robs. That would be a fun movie, the NES Power Glove accessory movie. You can get the NES Advantage in there, you can get the Power Glove, you can get Rob. Oh yeah, and if you weren't here last stream, it turns out the hardest part about playing a Kirby game when you don't have good controls is the bosses, because you can't reliably attack. That's the big concern. Even if you can manage to stay still, you just gotta hope and pray that you're not gonna just die. And that's right, we are going to die here. Processing the logic of the situation, I want as many lives as possible when I get to Bugsy, because Bugsy's gonna take at least 2 of them. What happened there? Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Oh, you died? Yeah, that's what happened, I died. Get used to it. It's gonna happen. It's this up and down, man, I tell you. Going up and down in this game is so easy, but that's what makes the whole thing hard. Because I don't usually want to go up and down. I want to go left and right. I want to see the world. I want to see all there is to do. But all I can do is go up and down easily. Driving at 50 deaths per hour? We're gonna get that number down. You know, in the first stream, I finished 2 worlds, and I was like, now that I'm used to the Power Glove, I'll probably be able to do the rest of the worlds pretty quickly, but I forgot they get harder. The game gets more difficult the longer you play it, which is strange, I know. Alright, so we got to Bugsy with 3 lives. That's pretty good. We just gotta position ourselves so that we can inhale. And now that we have our Turbo B button off, we can sit here and just get thrown around like a wet towel. That's really what it is. You know, if I did play Kirby's Adventure, at 3 a.m. with the Power Glove, I'd get complaints. My apartment complex would call me and they'd say, "Hey, we heard that there's a goblin in your apartment just screeching and scrouching, banging on the table and screaming. All you've got to do is just start sucking, and once I start sucking, he'll stay sucking, as long as I hold down my Kirby mouth button." That's really all I need to win this fight. I don't want this to be a Bugsy stream. As much as I know some of you freaks would appreciate that, a full 200-hour Bugsy stream. We're not doing that. We're beating the game. Or we're gonna try and beat the game. Your dad had corn for dinner last night? That's pretty cool. I like corn. Be a corn dip supporter? You know, people were talking about that. I feel like I'm walking in on a 100-year war that I don't know anything about. I'm gonna suffer once I hit the final boss? No, I'm not. The final boss of the game is King DDD, and after you beat King DDD, you get the Star Rod back, and nothing bad ever happens again. I just want to suck it up, man. I just want to suck it up a little bit, but every time I move my hand a little bit up, it just flies. I am gonna say, I probably will cheat if I get another game over on this. Because I do want to keep the stream interesting. I'm realizing as I'm going through the same 4 rooms over and over again, I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about. I mean, I could just ramble about whatever for 2 hours. So originally, it was tough to play the game and talk at the same time. But it was doable because you can kind of just meander your way through a Kirby game and mostly get there alright. But putting in a lot of effort and talking at the same time, it's so hard. Jersey, try not to talk while playing. Ah, but that's what makes this a live stream. It's the talking, it's the interaction. It's the fun. Hey guys, welcome back to Kirby's Power Glove Adventure, part 74. This time, we're gonna do our 3rd stream in a row, trying to beat stage Yogurt Yard 2, where we have to fight Bugsy. Jersey, would you ever consider doing a Kirby game marathon if you hit a major subscriber goal? I mean, maybe. That could be fun. I will not do it with the Power Glove, though. I'm committing to that now. I'm not doing it with the Power Glove, but I could maybe try it out. Right now, my streaming setup is really only NES games, because for the Power Glove to work, you gotta get a lot of specific hardware, but I don't think a normal streaming setup would be too hard. I mean, it'd probably be a lot easier than this. For a brief moment, we're gonna cheat. Except it's not cheating. We might need a new name for it, because it's not cheating, actually. We're using the Power Glove. And I've really spent 45 minutes trying to beat Bugsy. And you know, if I told someone that, out of context, they would say, "Who's Bugsy?" But if I told someone who knew about Kirby that, they would laugh at me. And then if I said, I actually did it with the Power Glove, that's why it took so long, they would say, "What's a Power Glove?" That's what you have to do to win. That's where success comes from. That's where success comes from! Alright, are there any Kirby geniuses in the chat that know where to go here? Man, good thing I got good at going through doors, you know? I guess this isn't really a door maze. I think all the doors just correspond with the ones on the other side. And we slide to get out of the door's way, and we float up. And, folks, it's as shrimple as that. It really is as shrimple as that. It really is as shrimple as that. It really is as shrimple as that. Alright, is this our Tower of Mid-Bosses? I sure hope not. Someone asked, "Jersey, would you marry a shrimp?" If only it were that shrimple. Now you might ask, "Jersey, why are you being so silent?" And there's a good reason I'm being silent. And I really can't say it until I finish this. Because I didn't want to jinx it! The last time we had to fight Meta Knight's goons, we had to cheat. And this time we didn't have to cheat. And that means we're getting better at the game! We're getting better at the game! Oh, this is a fun one. This is a fun one. We just get to fly. We just get to move back and forth. I need to walk without moving up. And that is incredibly difficult in this. Someone said playing Kirby Adventure with the Power Glove is like playing Mario Kart Wii with the Wii Wheel. I always use the Wii Wheel. I don't know. It was easy, I thought. That's just how you played Mario Kart. That was my first Mario Kart. I was like, that's just how you play Mario Kart. You use the Wii Wheel. I had the golden Wii Wheel online, and I was like, I don't know what this means. It must mean I really like the game or something. Because I knew I wasn't good at the game. That's my terrible hidden secret. I'm actually not very good at video games. Jersey, what's your opinion on Play-Doh? That's really not something I've had an opinion on in a long time. Wait until Jersey fights King DDD in episode 7? No, we're fighting King DDD today. That's a lie. We're not fighting King DDD today. We're gonna see how far we can get today. Because when we're not fighting mini-bosses, we go a lot faster in this game. We usually go a lot faster in this game when we're not fighting mini-bosses. Game over 14? That's cool. That's a fun fact, a fun statistic. I'm glad to know that. The question stands, is Jersey gonna cheat the Bonkers fight? Oh, absolutely. You know what, yeah, I'll cheat. I'll cheat. I'll bend the rules to my liking. But I'm doing this all for you. I'm doing this all for you. Every time I bend the rules, it's all for you. Jersey's a simp? Where did that come from? Alright, I think we've almost finished. I thought wrong. There we go. Back to the grind, as we say, you know? I'm so glad that we don't cheat here. Isn't that just a great feeling? Alright, I don't like this zoo enemy here. I don't like enemy zoos. Because that makes me think we're going to be fighting another boss right away. One whole gap might be tricky for some, but not for us. Destroying one block might be tricky for some, but not for us. Getting into a door might be easy for some, but not for us. Alright, is this the end of Butter Building? My memory's hazy, my memory's fuzzy, my memory's a little bit furry even. But I think we might be getting to the end of Butter Building. Alright, so we've got 2 bosses, but luckily, they only have half health each. Maybe that'll make things easier? Probably not, it'll make things really hard. Power Glove for the Switch? That's what they would do, they would make it as a retro thing, a funny thing, and then you would all buy it. Everyone would buy it. I would buy it. And that's where they get you. That's how they trick you, and that's how they make money. Oh, just excuse me for a second. I just need to cough for a second. Oh, sorry. What was that? Changing the settings on the Power Glove? No, not me. See, would somebody who's playing the game with a D-pad have done that? I don't think so. Alright, I think this had Cutter in it, right? Yeah. Let's do some stun locking. Let's do some stun locking. Oh, what was that? Oh, look, we are back with the normal Power Glove, just like we were the entire time. And everything is as it should be. Does it look like I'm holding him? Look like I'm holding the little guy? Alright. It's time to drink water. You're right, it is time to drink water. We beat Butter Building. That's pretty cool. It's time to drink a big glass of water from the fish cup. What? What? Can we get a what in the chat? That was a certified what moment. Come on, I'm ready. Don't think I won't be. I'm ready. I'm not ready. You're saying Jersey scream? I'm not gonna scream yet. We just had a major win. We just had an epic win. This is a cause to celebrate. And apparently my A button is stuck now. The Jersey Scream will happen on Nightmare? You know what, yeah. When I get to Nightmare, you think I'm not gonna be terrified in that fight? He's a scary dude. I'm just gonna be screaming out of fear the whole time. And now I can read the chat, like, asking my thoughts about lettuce, and I think lettuce is just fine. You know what's better than lettuce, though? Spinach. Tastes pretty much like lettuce, is so much better for you for your health. It's got zinc, it's got, I don't know what it's got in it, magnesium, but spinach, that is peak leafy green. If you can get on spinach, if there's one thing to take away from this stream, it's that you need to eat more spinach, because spinach is delicious. Spinach is really funny when you cook it, because it starts out really big, but then it gets really small. And it tastes good. All you need to do, put it in a pan, put some olive oil in there, salt, pepper, and if you want, you can do some garlic powder, you can do some little garlic whatever in there. It tastes delicious. You thought spinach was just lettuce with water? Well, think again. Spinach is the best. This is a cool part. I always like it when games have parts like this where you can just enjoy it. It's nice, easy, it's a set piece, but it's a fun set piece. You know, little difficulty breathers after having to fight two Poppy brothers at one time. My peak hot dog is ShopRite bun, Nathan's hot dog, put that in the hot dog toaster. But here's the trick, you put it in twice. You put it once on setting 2, and then you put it in again on setting 4. That puts it at the perfect heat, and then you just sprinkle some mustard all over it. That is your perfect hot dog. Don't believe me? Come over to my house. I'll make you a hot dog. Oh, that's a bottomless pit. You see that little hermit crab guy? He just... Commander Jersey, what is the best vitamin? D. I like vitamin D. That's the one you get from sunlight, right? And nobody gets enough vitamin D. You know, if anybody's terminally online, like I am, like, you're not going to get the vitamin D you need. Because you're not going outside. You're not touching grass. But yeah, vitamin D, once I started realizing that, going out in the sun a bit more, taking a few vitamins, it's all good. We're going to beat Elephanto over here with our cool new ability. Or no, he's Turtle-O. So do you think that the game developers just hated this guy? I feel like every other enemy in this game went on to future Kirby games except for this dude. Like, if they made a Kirby's Adventure remake, would they have to acknowledge this guy? And you know, as I was saying that, I realized, oh yeah, they did make a Kirby's Adventure remake for the Game Boy Advance, and I don't think this guy was in it. I think they hate this guy. And you know what? I hate this guy too. I hate this guy. I hate this turtle. I hate this turtle. You know what? Maybe I just hate this turtle because I'm not really playing the game that well. And I think that's part of it. That's a big part of it, yeah. What's this guy's name? Fernando? I hate Fernando. F you, Fernando. No, Fernando isn't that weird guy. Well, if they wanted Rolling Turtle to have a name, they should have put him in another game. But this is Rolling Fernando's most recent appearance, so that's all he's going to be known as. Oh, what did I just sign up for by calling this guy Fernando? You're saying Fernando's the turtle emoji? Then that's the same guy. It's the same guy. They're turtles. I've never seen two turtles in the same place at the same time. That means they're all the same. Yep, that's me. That's Commander Jersey. That's my lack of object permanence. That'd be such a crazy thing if you could turn off your ability to, like, have object permanence. Imagine that's somebody's superpower. Like, they can turn invisible, but then they lose object permanence. They just wouldn't live. If they did that, so imagine that. Somebody turns invisible, and then they lose their object permanence. Would they ever be able to turn invisible again? Because they wouldn't be they wouldn't, like, they wouldn't perceive themselves. They just wouldn't exist. Father Jersey, eat the floor. What do you mean eat the floor? Is that a slight against my skills at the game? I'd be okay if it was, because I'm kind of sucking real hard. I'll tell you, I'm sucking real hard. Oh, they're gonna make me fight 2 bosses? Man, they're mean. They're mean. Or is this one of those ones where I can just keep going up and fight Kracko right away? Let's rediscover Kirby's adventure together. Is jumping hard with the Power Glove? Yes, jumping's pretty hard with the Power Glove. The issue with the Power Glove is not in the buttons, because the buttons you can kind of get, but it's with the up and the down movement. Because the triggers for where up and down are detected are very, very sensitive. So raising your hand a little bit will just make Kirby start flying, and lowering your hand a little bit, he'll crouch and you can't use your ability. So the trick is that whenever you get stuck, it's that you cheat. That's the secret. You didn't hear that from me, though. I wish I could see a health bar, because I would like to know how far through this fight I am. There we go. Now we're at the boss. Game over, game over. Red Rover said, game over. Yes, I did forget that I was just supposed to go up. I wasn't sure if it was one of those situations where you beat Kracko Jr. first and then you fight Kracko. Go on, make fun of my Kirby skills. Do it. All I ask is that you do it fast. And Power Glove Kirby is back in action. Woo! Jersey thoughts on corn versus dip versus corn dip. Corn dip doesn't sound good. Maybe if we don't say anything, I'll be able to go down the ladder. But I don't think that's gonna work, because I still can't go down the ladder even when I'm not saying anything. Jersey, look under there. Underwear! Is that what you meant, or did you actually want me to look under something? You know, I was thinking, if I could be any Mario character, it'd be pretty cool to be Wario. Wario, I'll stand by it, he's canonically possibly the coolest guy in the Mario universe. I mean, do you know how many times in WarioWare games he scams his friends and his family, and he gets away with it, and they just keep coming back, because they love Wario. Everybody loves Wario. Whoa! Ho ho! Kirby! Let's calm down a little bit, eh? Everything is alright. We just need to beat this stage without dying at all. And this looks to be kind of hard, because I don't have good control of the parasol here. I guess our one hope is to... First we gotta get this A button unstuck. I'm doing some thumb gymnastics over here to try and change it. Because as long as we have A held, we will keep inhaling and we will keep flying. I'm at my limit! I'm at my limit! Welcome to Commander Jersey's Bit Gaming, where all we do is funny little bits to make it seem like I'm doing really badly. Very humor, very comical, very ha-ha hee-hee. So Kirby, and by extension, me, am stuck. That's right, me am stuck. Oh man, they really want me to use the parasol in here. They really, really want me to just do the freaking intended route, don't they? Oh, well, this level design's easy if you have the parasol. It's actually really fun if you have the parasol. All you do is you swing back and forth. But when you don't have it, it really, really sucks, doesn't it? It sure does really, really suck. Come on. No, not the place to get stuck. Go for broke. Go for broke. Just get out of here. Just leave. Leave. We did it! Bad game. Bad. No. Don't do that again. Bad game. I think that's all I have in me for today. That's I will turn Joker if I do any more. But yeah. Thanks for watching today. Hope you guys can tune in on Wednesday for the finale. I don't know, maybe, I hope, but we'll have to see. Alright, how do you end a stream? Let's vote in the chat on how to end the stream. Alright, I think the Power Glove's having a total meltdown, so I'm gonna end this before it breaks down. Alright, funny end of stream joke. It's as shrimple as that.